Oh, is this not working, is it? I think we are live. Hello everyone, my name is Kieran. Welcome back to another Manchester United live stream. The last one went down, so I just decided to do this one as well, so I'm going to go back up. I'm sorry if you guys have already seen this, but we are back live and we are reviewing the Reading game, and hopefully it doesn't lag as much this time, so I do apologise for the last one, but now we are here and you guys can leave your thoughts in the comment section down below on what you thought on the Reading game. But United have run out 2-0 winners today, and we've gone through to the 4th round of the FA Cup, and you know, in that respect there's not too much to complain about, but the performance today wasn't good enough, and I think there are a lot of things we can talk about in terms of the performance. You know, there are some players who really weren't good enough. You know, there are some players who, you know, actually did all right. And, you know, actually the overall performance, we didn't look great. We were shaky in areas. But as I said, the main positive is that we're through to the 4th round. And in these early rounds, all that matters is getting through to the next round. So, you know, that's where we are right now. And welcome back to Yash and Patrick. Thanks for joining. Please do leave a like on this one if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. But to be fair, I've got to say, first and foremost, fantastic Reading. Brilliant Reading performance. I thought, you know, if you are a Reading fan watching this, your team did very, very well. They came to Old Trafford and they stifled our play. They made us look very, very poor. And, you know, Reading themselves can be very, very proud of the performance they put in. They were really, really confident in passing the ball around. They didn't get fazed by the occasion whatsoever. They came to Old Trafford with a game plan, and they really caused us problems. And I think we were very lucky early on not to be behind. We didn't have a kick, really, in those first 5 minutes. And Reading completely controlled the game. They completely controlled the game. And we had a few chances of our own, and we did break the deadlock with Juan Mata. VAR penalty, obviously Fred scoring, but he was offside. Then the VAR brought it back, and Mata was shown to be clearly brought down, and a penalty was given, and Mata stuck it away brilliantly. So fair play to Mata, but I'll get on to his performance. I didn't think he had the best of games, and I'll tell you why in just a second. And obviously we got the second in the 5+ added minutes from the VAR of stoppage time, and Lukaku went through, rounded the keeper after a brilliant find by Alexis Sanchez, rounded the keeper and scored his 9th goal of the season. So I'm really happy to see Lukaku back in the team and scoring as well. That's 3-3 for Romelu Lukaku, and hopefully he can continue his good form throughout the new year and throughout the season, because we'll need it. We'll definitely need someone who can come in as a backup striker, or even a frontline striker, depending on what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants to do, and, you know, score goals for us. But to be fair, Reading really caused us a lot of problems. The second half was very, very flat from United once again. You know, I was expecting a bit of a change in the way we played, but there was no change. You know, we looked really, really flat. We just looked shocking, really. We looked shocking in that second half. Pretty poor display. Shades of Mourinho football as well, and I thought there were some fringe players who didn't take their opportunities like they could have done. But, you know, that's kind of my overall summary on the performance. Anything you guys want to say, please do let me know in the live chat, and let me know in the comment section down below if you are watching this as a video. Welcome Dazza, thanks for joining. Dazza is 1 subscriber away from 500 subscribers on YouTube, so make sure, if you haven't already subscribed to Dazza, go and check him out in the link in the description down below. Patrick says, playing badly but still winning comfortably. That's how United should be. Under Mourinho, this will be a loss for sure. It's the good vibes bringing good luck for us. Of course, you know, you'd rather have a lucky team than a good team. And, you know, we did get lucky not to concede today and to potentially not be behind at any point in the game. But, you know, we got through it, and I think this is kind of showing shades of a past era, Sir Alex Ferguson's era, where actually in Sir Alex Ferguson's era, you would be lying to yourself if you said that every single game we played out of our skin. We didn't. You know, in some games it was very, very tough, but we got over the line, and that's all that matters. You know, getting over the line, winning the game, and I thought yesterday we were very, very poor. You know, we were poor. There's no doubt about it. There were some players who really didn't help themselves in terms of, you know, putting themselves in front of the manager and wanting to make a case for them being in that team against Spurs, or being in contention for even a Premier League spot in the lineup. And I think, that is their own fault. But in the end of the day, we go through to the next round. We are in the hat. And in the FA Cup, in reality, that's all that matters. But there are definitely some points of the performance which were poor. And we are going to address them in due course. Welcome, Man United fans, Dan, and welcome, Rodney. Thanks for joining, guys. Please leave a like if you haven't already. Man United fans says, what are your thoughts on Chong? Well, obviously, one of the big things about this game was seeing some of the youth products come on, and I was happy to see Chong, get a chance in the team. I thought he would get a chance at some point in the game, and he did get his chance, and I felt like he did provide a lot of energy. He didn't provide a lot of end product, but to be honest with you, I'm not going to, get on his back too much. We do have to kind of support these youngsters. He's only, 18, 19 years of age, so he's still got a long time to go, and I thought he did provide a lot of energy, but he definitely got a lot to work on, but who doesn't in this Manchester United team? We're definitely not the finished article, so it's great to see Chong get on the pitch. I was hoping for, some of the other youngsters. Garner, of course, was in the squad as well, so I was hoping for him to get on as well. So look, I'm happy that Chong got on. Greenwood was also someone who I think a lot of us were really looking forward to seeing play. Unfortunately, he was picked up an injury, which was really unfortunate because I would love to have seen Mason Greenwood play. But he was injured. But ultimately, I think Chong did the best he could have done, and hopefully we see him again in future games. But yeah, that's what I thought of him. Of course, you guys can leave your thoughts. What did you think of Chong's performance today? Let me know. Ricky, welcome to the stream, Ricky. Thanks for joining. He says, our midfield got dominated in my opinion. Fred and Pereira simply weren't good enough. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a good point you make, and I'm going to get onto this because I think a lot of people kind of romanticised about Andres Pereira and Fred. And I think, they'll definitely need time. But actually today, I thought they were really poor. I thought actually they gave the ball away quite a few times. I thought Pereira just didn't look up to the pace. I'm not sure whether that's because he hasn't had that much game time, but he didn't look up to the pace whatsoever. And was sloppy. Yes, he was looking forward, and they were both, trying to look forward, trying to make things happen. But unfortunately, I just thought they didn't have the end product. They didn't have the kind of precision passing that a Manchester United midfielder needs, which is very upsetting. It's very disappointing. But you know what? As I said, I'm not sure if they're going to get better with game time or whether they're genuinely not good enough for Manchester United. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the live chat. Patrick says Chong was kind of disappointing. I kind of imagine selling him to Juventus next summer and buying him back for 250 million and 3 seasons later. Yeah, of course. Look, he was pretty shocking today. I've got to say, he was pretty poor today. Actually, no, Chong. Chong. Obviously, I just thought, I mean, the thing is with these young players is they get hyped up a lot. They get hyped up a lot by, on YouTube you can find countless numbers of kind of highlight reels of Mason Greenwood, Chong, all these sorts of players, and they kind of get hyped up quite a lot from people saying, oh, this guy's ready to tear it up, whatever. And Chong today, he didn't look great. He didn't look great. And I thought, he did provide a lot of energy. And I've got to say, as a young player, he really tried. But maybe he was trying a bit too hard. You never know. Maybe he was just trying to make trying too hard to make an impact in the team and, get people talking about him. Who knows? But yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't great to see. But you know what? I think he will get a lot more opportunities in the team. FullFan148 says, I agree with Patrick. Patrick Dew, Chong was disappointing and was not great as the commentators were saying he was. Yeah, no, I think, Chong, as I said, he's got a lot of promise, but he didn't really show it today, I've got to say. He didn't really show it today, which is, as I said, disappointing. Very, very disappointing. As I said, guys, I do apologise with the lagging problems. I had that in the previous one I was trying to do with this, so I'm just going to go with it, and I do apologise if you do experience any lag, but stick with us. It will only be kind of lag spikes for 1 or 2 seconds, so please stay with us, and don't be afraid to leave your thoughts in the live chat as well. T2F Music Studio, thanks for joining. It is live, don't worry, it is live. I'm reading out your comment, there you go. That's how I'm going to prove it to you. But yeah, I don't like to be negative. I've had a Chinese, I'm in a good mood, but I don't like to be negative. And Fred and Pereira are 2 players who I was really looking forward to at the start of the season, watching and seeing how they played. And unfortunately today they weren't great. They weren't great. I'm not sure whether it's because yeah, I'm not sure whether it's just because their lack of game time or what, but they weren't great today, and I think definitely they need to take their chances when they get them, and it's frustrating almost for me to see them in the team and not take their chances. Or is it just because they're not good enough? Who knows? Let me know your thoughts. Yash says, I was thinking Angel would start today. We should try Angel instead of Mata in these games. Yeah, and Mata is someone I'm going to get onto in just a second. By the way, welcome FD5. Thanks for joining. Come on, you Gunners. Oh my gosh. Spam in the chat. Yeah, look, I know, look, oh, right, yeah, yeah, you know I see it, you know I saw it, but anyway, look, I'm not sure what happened in the Blackpool result. I didn't actually watch the game. Of course, they're playing Blackpool. You probably won, you know, won by a bigger scoreline than us, but you know what, we're catching up to you. We're only 3 points off you now, so, you know what, only 3 points off. Arses are twitching. You know, you never know. Hopefully we can take you in the next few games. But there you go. But thanks for joining FD5. Appreciate it, mate. Go and check out his channel if you haven't already as well. If you do like some quality FIFA content. It means come on you Gunners. Come on you Gunners. Basically Arsenal, basically. 3-0 was it? Oh, 3-0. Oh, well. Against what? A League 1 or League 2 side? Only 3-0. Oh, that's poor. That is poor. No, anyway, Ricky says 11 points off when Mourinho left, 3 points behind currently. Exactly. You know, we've eaten up the gap. We're eating up the gap, and I tell you what, in the next few games, you know, we've got Spurs where we could potentially drop points, but you know what? We could win it. I think there's no point in there's no reason why we can't win it. There's no reason why we can't win that game. So let's hope so. Let's hope we come through with the 3 points in that one. But and just keep, you know, taking points, you know, keep taking points because we are clawing back that top 4 spot, and I think that is definitely a possibility for us this season. Yeah, Yash says, agree they have to play Chelsea this month. Yeah, well, exactly. You know, we've got to play Spurs, they've got to play Chelsea. Serious points to be gained this month, and it's going to be tough for us, but it's going to be tough for loads of teams. I'm confident, you know, the way we're playing, Ole's at the wheel, how good does it feel? And I'm feeling confident, 5 wins out of 5. Let's keep it going, let's keep the form train going, and yeah, let's hopefully, you know, we can leapfrog Arsenal, hopefully. That'll be brilliant. Patrick says, what's a Gunner? It's just an Arsenal fan, you know. You're lucky you're not a Gunner, to be honest. Lucky you support Man United. Angelino says, Emery is your saviour, but still has you in 5th. Oh, well. I'm not even going to answer that. It speaks for itself. Welcome, Angelino, by the way. And welcome, Rasmus. Thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it. FD5, Willock got a brace, if that says anything. Fair enough, you know, youth product, getting a brace. Actually, I'm pretty sure Willock... did he come from United? I don't know. I feel like I recognise the name, but fair play to him. Fair play to him. T2F Music says 3-0, but they played kids in their team, and I guess. But we played Sanchez and Lukaku's. Look, yeah, we did. Look, we did play Sanchez and Lukaku's, but you know they needed minutes. They definitely needed minutes. You know, yeah. You know, we were playing a championship team. Shut up. Anyway, FD5 says Jose had you where? Oh yeah. Look, okay, yeah, Jose. You know, we were in 6th place, and it's not great. It's not great to say that we were in 6th place, but you know what? We're bouncing back now. We're still in 6th, but we're climbing. We're climbing the points. So just keep looking behind you, mate. Keep looking behind you. Keep looking over your shoulder. Keep looking over your shoulder, because we're coming. We are coming. Anthony said 2nd last season. We did, and he said that was one of his best achievements in his managerial career as well. So there you go. By the way, guys, I do apologise for the lag as well. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. I do apologise for the lag. That's all I was supposed to say. I think. Anyway. Yes, 11 points behind you now, but 3 exactly. Look, all I'm going to say is we're cutting the gap, and we're coming for you, mate. We're coming for you. This is an Arsenal stream now. Oh yeah, look, yeah, we're just a spin-off of Arsenal Fan TV. It's actually Arsenal Weekly, Arsenal I can't think of the name. I can't be asked. Yeah, I know. To be fair, FD5 just he puts in the comments, and I've got to address them. I've got to address them. Ronnie also says they look better than us. They did. I'm not sure whether you're talking about Arsenal or Reading, but I thought Reading actually did look better than us today. I've got to say Reading were fantastic, and I've got to give a lot of credit to them because they came to Old Trafford with a clear game plan, and they were confident enough to kind of, you know, go out there and dictate the play. They had more possession than us largely in the game, and you know, it's very, very ballsy for a manager, especially the way we're playing at the moment. Most managers probably would have seen, oh yeah, they're absolutely, you know, caning teams, you know, 3 or 4-0 right now. Let's just go there and defend. But actually, they were confident enough to come out and actually play. So I've got to commend them for that. And, you know, fair play for them. And I thought they did really, really well today, Reading. And if it wasn't for, you know, the VAR, and if it wasn't for, you know, a bit of a lapse in concentration with their defence, they could have got a replay today, and probably on the balance of the game, maybe deserved a replay. Who knows? But yeah, I thought, you know, the game today, it was a lacklustre performance. Also, I was going to get onto Juan Mata. That was right. I was going to get onto Mata. I lost my train of thought there. But Mata, thank you for Rodney for steering the ship back on it. But yeah, Mata was poor today. And I'm not sure whether he's poor. I don't think he's a poor player. I think Juan Mata is a decent player. He's very much, you know, decent technical ability. But for me, he's not a right winger. You know, he doesn't cause any problems for defenders, because when he picks up the ball, he turns around all the time. And if you're a fullback, you're going, yes, happy days, happy days. We don't have to deal with someone running in behind us. Mata never does the running in behind. He gets the ball, cuts inside, and puts it forward. And yes, he does have a brilliant delivery. That has to be said. But Mata is not a right winger. He's left-footed. He's left-footed. How can he be a right winger? You know, for me, yes, some wingers have done very, very well being able to cut inside and deliver a ball. And as I said, you know, Mata is a very good dead ball specialist. But as a right winger, as someone who's going to cause defensive problems and be an outlet for counter-attacks, he's not that. He definitely is not that. You know, every time we have a counter-attack and he picks up the ball, he's always kind of almost trying to, you know, steady the attack, which is fine when you're you know, winning. But when you're losing and trying to get a goal, and you need the energy, and you get Mata on the ball and he passes it sideways, he's passing it sideways more than bloody Nemanja Matic. So, look, I don't want to, you know, be too critical of him. I like him as a person. He does some great things. He's a very, very nice guy. But as a right winger, he does not cut the mustard. Maybe he'd be better as a kind of central attacking midfielder, but do we realistically have a place for him in the squad if he is going to do that role, if we already have someone like Paul Pogba? There you go. Roy says, what's the matter? Well, we've won 2-0. Nothing's the matter. We're through to the next round. No, through to the next round. A lot of you guys bantering about Arsenal in the chat. Love it, love it. Well, I mean, it's just, it's great. Even when they think they're coming out of their dark period, they're still the butt of the joke. Patrick says, Ozil should abandon ship and go north. Would you take Ozil United? I'm not sure I would. I'm not sure if I would take Ozil, to be honest with you. He hasn't been great for Arsenal. He's kind of going missing in big games. It would actually be similar to if when Arsenal bought Mkhitaryan. You know, I reckon a lot of United fans, were saying that actually, you know, have Mkhitaryan. He's poor. But if we were going to take Ozil off Arsenal's hands, I reckon a lot of Arsenal fans would be saying the same things. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there you go. Riash says Valencia is also finishing his contract. Yeah, Valencia, of course, looks like he could potentially be going. I can't remember who they said who Valencia was linked to. Was it like Juventus or someone? But yeah, I think, look, Valencia, I think he has run his course at United. I'm not sure how much he realistically has left to offer. But again, he has a similar problem to Mata, doesn't he? And whenever he gets the ball, he doesn't bomb forward like he used to when he was a winger, when he was first brought into the team from Wigan. He kind of takes the ball and is a bit more cautious with it. But, you know, I think Valencia is definitely finishing his run at Manchester United. And that is why, you know, Dalot was probably brought in for that sort of reason as well. So, yeah. FD5 says, yeah, we are. Yeah, but no, I still think you're a bit of a joke. But you know what? You are coming out of it slightly. But still, you know, I think there's still a lot of work to be done at Arsenal, I've got to say. Oh, Morata. Oh, you mentioned Morata. What a miss. Has anyone seen Morata's miss? It is the most disgraceful thing I think I've ever seen from a striker. Jesus. I mean, he's not having a good time of it. If I was him, I'd actually move. I feel like there's actually some sort of juju on Chelsea from Morata. I think he's actually cursed. I actually think he's cursed. Yeah, so it's totally average performance. We'll be rejuvenated after the Dubai trip. Obviously, the players are going to get a luxury week in Dubai, a bit of warm weather training. So hopefully that does benefit them. I'm not sure what happened last year when we came back from Dubai. I'm not sure if we did win the game. Let's hope we did. But we have got Spurs, which is going to be the massive test next. It's going to be the one that we're looking at, and it's one that we're gonna have to get a result. Really, if we don't get a result and the other teams win around us. It could be curtains, you never know. But I think that's going to be the massive trip, the massive test. I think that is what a lot of people are going to test Solskjaer on, in reality. Patrick says, Chelsea signed Pulisic. Did you know he's American? What the F? I was sure he was Croatian. He does sound Croatian, doesn't he? He's got the itch at the end of his name. But yeah, Pulisic, obviously American, the highest paid American footballer, I think. And, fair play to him. I think he definitely earned his move from Dortmund. He's done some decent stuff there. Very, very good young player. Although, I am kind of happy that United haven't bought him. Now, obviously, you might disagree and say, Kieran, what are you talking about? But for me, I'm happy that we didn't go for him. Because I just think his stats in Dortmund haven't actually been sensational. Yes, he has done some decent work there. But I wouldn't say he's been anything, ridiculous or anything, special. I think he has done well, as considering his age. But ultimately, I wouldn't say he's some sort of, Mbappe waiting to happen. I mean, maybe he'll prove me wrong. I hope he doesn't, but he might prove me wrong. I don't know. But ultimately, I don't think he is some sort of, Morata waiting to happen. But no, not Morata. Mbappe waiting to happen. But we'll see, won't we? FD5's loving it. Patrick says, we have to get Koulibaly for clean sheets. For me, Koulibaly is the key. I think, I wrote an article for it as well for the Red Devil Daily. Koulibaly, for me, is someone who we need to bring in. I feel like he is the right man. He's the obvious choice. Even though he's not the kind of young centre-back that a lot of United fans will want, he is 27 years old, but he's got that, that calm head. He's got that experienced head as well. Done it in European competitions. I would love to see Koulibaly at Manchester United. I think he would really have the Van Dijk effect of really solidifying our defence, because we do need another centre-back to partner the likes of Lindelof and Bailly. Also, Skriniar's been linked, but I will do some videos on that during the week as well. Also, Rodney, Thursday, I'll be up for that. I'll definitely be up for doing something on Thursday. So obviously let me know in the Twitter and just direct message me as usual. T2F says, another Deadwood who sits on a high wage. Yeah, exactly. I mean, exactly. We have a massive wage bill at the club, and I think this game definitely showed there is a lot of deadwood still at Manchester United. This game showed there's a lot of deadwood. There's still a lot of clearing out to be done. As I said, it's an important performance. It was an important game because actually it's shown up a few flaws, and it's shown that we are not the finished article yet. So I'm actually happy that this happened. I'm not sure about you guys. Rasmus says Morata went a good striker to. Morata wasn't a good striker to begin with, but he isn't the finished striker who failed in Chelsea. Torres and Shevchenko, Crespo, other names that have come to mind. Yeah, exactly. Look, I think, Chelsea have kind of been the graveyard for those sort of strikers. Falcao as well. I mean, to be fair, we kind of half killed him at Manchester United, but then he went to Chelsea and he was equally as poor. So, I think Chelsea haven't had a great history when it's come to strikers. So, maybe their next signing will be good. Or maybe they just don't need to sign strikers. Maybe sign false nines instead. Who knows? But yeah, they have not been great. Patrick says Jadon Sancho is who we should get. He has been very impressive, but I mean, he's a Manchester City youngster. I'm not sure if he'll want to come to United, but who knows? You never know. I wouldn't do it yet. I would not think about bringing in Jadon Sancho yet. But he does, as long as he keeps going, as long as he keeps improving and progressing. T2F says Arsenal are their owners. Koulibaly just in their dreams, just their dreams. There you go. There's a happy camper there. Just their dreams. We're a player on FIFA for their fans. Look, I think Koulibaly, you never know. You never know with Koulibaly, you never know. But I feel like it is a massive transfer fee. It is a massive transfer fee to pay in January. So I'm not sure it is really going to happen. But there you go. Ricky says, imagine Morata at Old Trafford.
No chance. Absolutely no chance. No, don't beat around the bush. There's no chance.
Yeah, no, I think Koulibaly could come. But anyway, yeah, look, I think Koulibaly. I mean, it depends. It depends who's going to pay the wages. I'm not sure if Koulibaly's really enjoying it in Napoli with all the racism and things like that. I'm not sure if he's really enjoying it, and maybe he'll want a new challenge. I think Manchester United would provide the perfect new challenge for him. So I would love to have him at United. I would absolutely love to have him. I think he'd be brilliant. Welcome, Nick. Thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it. He says, 10th season now. Ipswich have lost, gone out in the third round. Not looking good for Ipswich. A lot of Ipswich fans getting very, very upset. I saw one an Ipswich fan calling in to BBC 5 Live, and he didn't seem happy. So yeah, maybe I'm not. I don't think you're happy, Nick. Glad I stayed at home. Yeah, probably a good thing. T2F says, meanwhile, Chelsea rejects KDB and Salah at top. Exactly. Chelsea have just not had a good time when it's come to transfers. Ricky says, imagine Morata at Old Trafford. I just don't want to think about that, and I'm so glad we have got Lukaku, because at least he can finish his dinner sometimes. As he says, he's a Dortmund youngster, not City. I'm not sure whether he came from the City academy. I'm not sure if he did, but. Oh yeah, T2F. Yeah, I think I agree with T2F there. Patrick says, for a moment I thought he was on loan at Dortmund from City. Yeah. I think actually Dortmund did do some good business from taking them off City's hands. But if he was at City, would he realistically got the chance that he has been getting at Dortmund? I'm not sure. Ramler says, looking forward to the next game. It will be fun to batter those chokers. I would love that. I'd absolutely love that. Come on, lads. It's only Spurs. But it will be our first big test of the new year, and first big test for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well. And I'm looking forward to it just because of that. I'm looking forward to it, playing a really difficult opposition, and it's going to show where we truly are right now. And it's really exciting times at the moment. So let's hope we come out with the 3 points rather than a wake-up call. Angelino says, so has Lukaku done enough to start against Spurs, or should Ole keep Martial, Rashford and Lingard starting? It's a good question. You guys leave your thoughts on that in the live chat. For me, I don't think he has. I feel like Lukaku, can be a very, very good striker on his day, and I think he scored 3 in 3. He looks like he's on form in terms of scoring, but I think Rashford does offer us a lot more going through the middle. He has been formidable, not just for his striking ability, but also for his hold-up play, and also for his, his play, within the front, actually kind of linking the front men, playing it in behind for people, and, setting up opportunities. And I think against Spurs, where you don't get too many of those, you need to be able to set them up. You need to be able to, create. And I think Rashford is definitely a better creator as things stand than Romelu Lukaku. But that's my thoughts. But I think Lukaku will definitely come on in that game if he doesn't start. Patrick says, Koulibaly definitely will leave Italy thanks to racism. I'm sure there'll be no nonsense like that over here. Yeah, of course. I mean, the only thing that we've seen is obviously Chelsea, but he won't go to Chelsea. I mean, they're absolute rent boys over there. After he says, lol, you say that and then lose 5-2. Watch. Yeah. Look. No, the reason why I say it's only Spurs is because it was Sir Alex Ferguson he famously said when we were losing to Spurs, we were losing to Spurs in the dressing room. He said, "Come on, lads, it's only Spurs," and then we won 5-2. So yeah, no, it's going to be a tough game, but you know what? It's only Spurs. I'm going to stick by that. It's only Spurs, lads. We can do it. We've got the talent as well. T2F said, City youngsters never getting a chance, even Brahim Diaz leaving to join Real Madrid. Yeah, and good luck to him. Hopefully he smashes it at Real Madrid and shows what a bald fraud Pep Guardiola is. Ramler says, we'll batter the chokers as long as we don't play. Many of the players who played today, most of those who played today deserve a contract release. Yeah, they didn't take their opportunity. It's their own fault. They didn't take their opportunity today, so they don't really deserve to play. And I agree. T2F says Koulibaly and Bailly would be such a good combo. Totally agree. And I think either Koulibaly and Bailly or Koulibaly and Lindelof, I think would be an absolutely brilliant partnership. And we just need, someone next to one of those players just to be the calming influence, to be the quality central defender that we know they can be. And hopefully he'll get the best out of the other partner as well. So yeah, I think Koulibaly for me is the one I'd go for in terms of centre-back options. But who knows? Who knows what we're going to get? It's a big transfer fee. Maybe we might look elsewhere. Maybe we might look at De Ligt. We might look at Skriniar as well. But who knows? But anyway, guys, I'm probably going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Please do let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section down below. And thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also check out my Twitter and all the other links in the description down below if you haven't already. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. I will be doing some more stuff during the week, transfer related and other things like that, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you do not miss an upload. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel.